Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Game of Thrones Season 5. We're here. We have finished half of the show. We are more than halfway through actually, since you guys let me know that Season 8, I believe, is actually fewer episodes than usual. So I'm almost more than halfway through. Season 5 actually being the last season of Game of Thrones to actually have a book, written material to actually be based off of. There's so much stuff that I'm excited about. Tyrion is heading off to a new place. He no longer has to deal with his family basically gunning for his head and trying to diminish him every chance they get. He's gonna go and be a free dwarf somewhere else. Hopefully he's gonna meet up with Dany and Arya, who all I assume are around the same vicinity. Shout out to everybody who joined me in the 9-hour long Season 4 end of the season live stream that we did. I talked a lot about how I feel about all these characters and where the stories are at. Over there, if you guys have not checked that out, I promise I have some timestamps to help you navigate this marathon of a stream that I did, which has come to be what's expected of me every ending of every Game of Thrones seasons. I don't know why I've decided that this is the path that this channel is gonna take. I didn't choose this path, the path chose me actually, but without boring you guys too much, Daenerys, I feel, at the end of the season, is going to be setting her eyes on going to Westeros. So I think this is the last season that Daenerys is going to spend across the Narrow Sea. Arya is going to slowly start to become a straight-up killer. Tyrion, I genuinely have no idea where his story goes. I genuinely have no clue where Tyrion's story goes. I wish he ends up being with Daenerys and they team up together to help her reclaim the throne. Tyrion sees in her that she deserves, and she's gonna do right by the people if she gets to the throne, and helps her to reach that stage. That's what I see for my two favorite characters, a team up. Totally no bias whatsoever. I just feel like it makes sense, you know. Jon Snow, I think, ends up being like a commander of the Night's Watch sometime along the season, and I also think that he's gonna be one of the main combatants. Is that even a word? One of the main characters that are going to be facing off against the White Walker army in this season. I feel like we're gonna be seeing the White Walkers in the season. Maybe their threat is gonna be even more present and imminent. Not quite like I expected to be in the last couple of seasons. Basically from season 7 moving forward, or rather season 6 moving forward. But I feel like Jon Snow is gonna have to be dealing with them, as will Bran in his own way once he learns how to master his powers, even more so than he did in the previous season. I'm not even gonna touch on Theon Greyjoy and the Boltons. I'm just gonna leave that story right where it is. I don't even want to think about it, because what the fuck is that? And Westeros is just gonna devolve into shit now that Cersei is gonna be the one in charge, overruling Tommen's decisions, and basically she's gonna take the whole family to the ground like she said she would. But this time it's not gonna be purposeful. She's gonna literally burn the Lannister legacy to the ground. Meanwhile, I think that while Cersei's doing that, Stannis is gonna be slowly attacking, seizing, destroying, murdering people from all other Westeros kingdoms. That includes Lord Frey, hopefully. That hopefully includes the Boltons. I feel like Baelish and the Vale are gonna team up with Stannis to preserve themselves mostly. But yeah, this is what I see from a bit of a microscopic view of what is about to take place throughout season 5. Again, Daenerys, Tyrion, and Arya, three of my favorite characters, are somewhere nearby to each other, and that is geeking me out. I'm getting super excited for any possible interactions between the three of them. I could be totally wrong, I usually am. It's no biggie, we're just gonna jump right into Season 5 and continue our journey through Game of Thrones. It's been such a blast, like I keep saying. I've enjoyed the show so much, and I am almost upset that I am more than halfway through watching it. I feel like there's gonna be a void if, or rather when, I finish it. As always guys, make sure you give this video a like, subscribe for more content just like this one, and let's jump into Season 5. Let's go. We're back into this. Let's check out the Season 5 intro. Let's see if there's any new cities that I'm gonna be looking forward to experiencing, I guess. Winterfell, however, is not burning, but I did see the Bolton symbol, which is greatly unfortunate. So that's Pentos, right? Are we gonna be visiting Pentos again? I feel like we haven't been to Pentos since basically Season 1, right? When Daenerys was there and her brother.
Shouldn't be out here alone. Why not? If your father here...
Why does the girl in the back look so much like Say, though?
You don't need to be afraid of my father.
For whatever reason, like from afar, they look like mini Cersei and mini Say to me.
Let's go. No.
New character unlocked. Cause who is this woman?
Terrifying. With cat's teeth and 3 eyes. You're boring.
You just met this lady.
Tell me my future, or I'll have your 2 boring eyes gouged out of your head.
Okay, female Joffrey, relax.
Be queen. For a time. Then comes another. Younger. More beautiful.
Will the king and I have children?
No. The king will have 20 children. And you will have 3. Gold will be their crowns.
Is this baby Cersei legitimately? Are we seeing flashback of baby Cersei?
Come on, we have to go. We have to go. Cersei!
I did say that they looked like oh my god, who did the casting for this? I mean, probably it was the hair, because that was very similar to how Cersei wore her hair a lot of the time. Look at Marjorie laughing at Cersei's face. These stones that they use for the eyes, pretty funny looking. I'm gonna be honest. Just don't have another sex scene on top of your dead relative, please, you two. Contain your urges. I know seeing dead people excites you for whatever reason.
You to be a king's guard.
Really dead, and as soon as they see the stones on his eyes, they'll set to work on tearing us apart.
They have nothing to do with it. The man who murdered our father, he tore us apart. He's the enemy. I've been telling you for years. You've been defending him for
This is
years.
exactly what they want.
And now our father is dead.
See, you've been calling him a monster all your life. Now it was time he actually did something that you would actually consider monstrous.
But at least he killed our father on purpose. You killed him by mistake. With stupidity. When
Because he
it's
freed
asked you to do
Tyrion.
something, you do it.
Does he
Never
know
mind
when did she find
consequences.
out?
He loved you more than anyone in this world.
I mean, Jamie, you did the right thing. At the end of the day, your father had it coming. Karma eventually caught up with him, as it's gonna catch up with Cersei eventually too. And you, I believe, unfortunately, because let's not forget that you almost killed Bran and have done other pretty horrible things. This is definitely Tyrion. And yes, I did I didn't mention it in the reaction for episode 10, because I didn't actually catch it in the reaction. So he's with Varys now, right? Because Varys apparently went up to the ship with him. Is this Pentos? Is this Pentos? This looks like, I think I saw this. Oh, look at Tyrion with a beard. Peter Dinklage decided he's gonna be rocking a beard for season 5.
Do you know what it's like to stuff your shit through one of those air holes?
No.
Oh, wow.
I only know what it's like to pick up your shit and throw it overboard.
Yeah, I don't know what's worse. Yeah, this is Pentos. Like, it looked like where Daenerys and Viserys and that other dude were in the first season. So now go and find Daenerys, Tyrion.
We tried to do what was best for the realm by supporting a Targaryen restoration.
And thus began the chain of mistakes that has led us both here.
So that's what Varys has been
Things
planning.
have gotten worse. Westeros needs to be saved from itself.
Daenerys is gonna save it. Tyrion, you're gonna love Dany when you meet her, man. Just take it from me. The connection is gonna be instant.
The future is shit. Just like the past.
Oh god. Please tell me that was red wine and not blood. Yeah. Okay. The statues were pretty cool looking. I guess they kind of represent the former times and slavery. We have very similar events happening in real life today. Is the funny thing. Is that Mr. Worm? Did they recast Mr. Worm? Or is that a different Unsullied? That can't be like, no. They recast him? No. This is quite sad, yet very sweet at the same time. Kind of showcases like the lack of like care and like love they've received. Okay, that can't have been Mr. Worm.
Sons of the Harpy.
Yes.
That was just an Unsullied.
Left it on the body.
They've never killed before.
Yeah, thank the lords. Thank the lords. The fucking harpy? What did they call them?
I want him buried with honor. Publicly.
Sons of the Harpy will hear that message.
Make them very angry.
Angry snakes lash out. Makes chopping off their heads that much easier. Find the men who
Let's go, Queen.
Torkonodo.
Sunday, he not.
I wanted to speak with you.
Not alone. Yeah. Get the hint, guys.
I have heard they found his body in a brothel. More than one Unsullied has been known to visit Marine's brothels. Why would an Unsullied go to a brothel?
They just wanted the feeling of like
I do not
care and love.
know. Must go.
He knows. He's just not telling.
Drive at me. Keep your shield up, or I'll ring your head like a bell.
Shouldn't you be?
No, I would be way better than that. You literally killed the love of my life. You're getting off with at least a couple of scars. If I'm the one training with you. I'm sorry, kid. Oh, so you're alive.
Not soldiers.
Same stank face you've had the entire show.
That one hates me.
He hates everybody.
The king wants a word.
So Stan is still there. So they like settled at Castle Black. Where did they keep their army? Are they all inside the wall right now? Yeah, stay away from here, John.
You're not cold, my lady.
Never. Feel.
Don't touch my hand again,
Are you a
without
virgin?
permission.
You know who rules at Winterfell now?
Who's Bolton?
The traitor who plunged a dagger in Robb Stark's heart. There's
You're
one
gonna
to
take care of
avenge
him? Yes. I do.
Want the great.
No matter. I shall take back the North from the thieves who stole it. Tywin Lannister is dead, he can't protect them now. I shall mount Roose Bolton's head on a spike.
Yes, please.
But if I'm to...
Your Grace. You want the wildlings to march in your army.
You swear to follow me, I'll pardon them. We'll take Winterfell. Once the North is won, I'll declare them citizens of the realm.
Fair offer. More than fair.
I'll offer
It
my
actually
life
is,
as
though.
freedom. If Mance kneels before me and swears his loyalty.
See, that's not gonna happen
That's
though.
likely.
Look at how Sansa looks right now. Look at what happens when you hang around Snake too long.
Slowly. Oh yeah, she didn't want my protection.
Sons are still
Will you shut your mouth?
You found Arryn decided to just kill off her guardian and then scare her, and that's why she didn't want your protection. She never said that she didn't want your protection from the get-go.
So where are we going? To a land where you trust everyone?
To a land so far from here, even Cersei Lannister can't get her hands on you.
Where are you going?
Your father was a...
Loras, haven't you learned your lesson from the previous season?
He truly was. Just being in his presence was enough to make it so clear just how formidable a person you were dealing with, to be reckoned with.
You're gonna get wine to the face any minute if you two talking.
Kind words.
Oh my god, alright. She's warming up to you. She's actually warming up to you, Loras. She might not sound like it, but that's one of the kindest things Cersei has ever said to anybody.
I often warn. Your Grace.
Who the fuck are you?
Cousin Lancel. I hardly recognized you.
Huh? That's the Lancel kid? What happened to him?
They call themselves sparrows. Bloody fanatics.
That was the king. His boar hunt. His wine.
You still didn't realize?
I will pray for your father's soul.
The day Tywin Lannister's soul needs your help.
Yes, Sandstone.
Are you spying for anybody again, or is it genuine?
Fine. Be wonderful. Dawn, Highgarden. Anywhere but here.
That's exactly what I was thinking he was gonna say. Obligatory Game of Thrones section. Hello, Marjorie.
You're very respectful.
I'm very hungry.
You're trapped here with Cersei Lannister as your mother by law.
Perhaps.
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 There are people scheming here. And a few of the schemes I see, and others I'm completely confused about.
Spider. There are faster ways to kill yourself.
Not for a coward.
You are many things, my friend, but not a coward.
Facts.
You risked your life, your position, everything. Why? You're not family. You owe me nothing.
I didn't do it for you. I did it for the Seven Kingdoms.
Drunken dwarf will never be the savior of the Seven Kingdoms.
Any fool with a bit of luck can find himself born into power. But earning it for yourself, that takes work. You have your father's instincts for politics, and you have compassion.
Compassion, yes. Killed my lover with my bare hands. Shot my own father with a crossbow.
I never said you were perfect.
They brought you to the brink, Tyrion.
Exactly.
Land where the powerful do not prey on the powerless.
The powerful have always preyed on the powerless. That's how they became
Not
powerful in the
Daenerys.
first place.
Perhaps.
Please tell me this is leading to where I think it's leading.
You sat on the Iron Throne. Would you
No.
spread misery throughout the land?
I mean, I'm fine with Tyrion becoming king as well, actually.
No, you won't. But you could help another climb those steps and take their
Yes! Give it to me!
Seven Kingdoms need
Give me what I want!
Then intimidate the High Lords and inspire the people.
We know somebody like that, don't we, guys?
Powerful army and the right family.
We know someone just like that, don't we, guys? It's not a him.
Who said anything about him?
Yes! Yes! I'm so fucking excited for this!
You have a choice, my friend. Meet Daenerys Targaryen and
yes!
The world is worth fighting for.
Oh my god! Everything that I've asked for.
Drink myself to death on the road to Marine.
Oh my god! This is everything I ever asked for Game of Thrones. Give me Daenerys and Tyrion scenes immediately. Exponentially. I need them now.
Concessions.
Oh, Danny. I love that dress on you.
I'm a queen.
Better all happy subjects than angry ones.
I like this guy. I'm sure he's gonna betray us at some point.
I ended slavery.
They ask for the reopening of the fighting pits.
What's that, like Colosseum?
Where slaves fought slaves to the death.
In the new world,
I mean, people would enjoy, like, that'd be like their sports, right?
No fighting pits.
Opening them would show the people of Yunkai and Meereen that you respect their traditions.
I do not respect the tradition of human cockfighting.
If you could
How many times must I say no before you understand?
If he really believes I'm going to reopen the
My
fight,
goodness, Danny looks so stunning here.
What?
Oh my
Mother
god.
was a whore. I told you that. The
My
older she
god,
got,
Danny looks so good.
the less she made seeing the body, the more she wanted to drink. But it was quick, and I loved to fight. So they sold me to a man in Tolos who trained fighters for the pits.
Forced to fight to the death for the amusement of the masters, and you're defending the fighting pits.
I'm only here because of those pits. Soon I was famous. 10,000 men and women screamed my name when I stepped
Literally,
into the
like
pit.
they're like
So much
they're
money for
sports,
the
right?
master.
They're
He
athletes.
set me free when he died. You're not the mother of Unsullied. You're the mother of dragons.
Where are the dragons, by the way? Still in the catacombs? What about Drogon?
No one's seen Drogon in weeks.
Uh-huh.
For all I know, he's flown halfway across the world.
That's a bit... that's a scary proposition. What do you mean you haven't seen him in weeks, Danny?
Control them
And what about these children now? Will you be able to control them now? Now that you've, like, trapped them in here for however many weeks, days, months? How long have they been in here, actually? Kids! Mom is here.
Rhaegar?
Don't you have, like, lights or something? I mean, can't you light up fire? I knew it was coming. Oh goodness, they've grown! Oh my goodness, they've grown! Nah, Dany will figure it out. She will figure it out. She's the mother of dragons, literally. She's not able to be burned, first of all. They can't burn her. Why was she scared of those flames? Why was she running from those flames? They can't burn you, Daenerys. Did you forget that you are unburnable? My queen? See, I needed to be there to, like, give her the talking to that she needs. Like, snap out of it.
For our last meeting.
They're not gonna burn you. They're your children. Just remind them that you're their mother and we're good.
You know what Stannis wants?
He wants me to bend the knee.
No, he wants to give you and the free folk, like, land, actually, and you'll be on the right side of the wall this time.
Shouldn't the king be bold?
If he gets what he wants, I expect he'll be a better ruler than the fools sitting on the Iron Throne the last 100 years. But I'll never serve him.
But see, this is why. Aren't you supposed to look out for your people, man?
Your people have bled enough.
That's right.
You brought them together to save them, because none of them have survived the winter, not if they're north of the wall. Isn't their
Exactly.
survival more important than your pride?
Talk to them, John.
This isn't about that.
And what is it about, then? Can you enlighten
Bend the
us?
knee and save your people.
What do the wildlings want, the ones that are following Mance? Do they want to kill off the people from the other side of the wall? Or do they want to survive the winter and the White Walkers? That's what I need to know.
Burn you alive.
Bad way to go. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to die and burned to death. I don't want people to remember me like that, scorched and screaming.
And they'll sing songs about you. You'd rather burn than kneel. A great hero until winter comes. And the White Walkers come for us all, and there's no one left to sing.
But if you can't understand why I won't enlist my people in a foreigner's war, there's no point explaining.
The stupidest arguments I've had is with people who are like, well, if you can't understand, there's no point in me explaining. These are some of the dumbest arguments that I've ever had.
The freedom to make my own mistakes was all I ever wanted.
Okay. Enjoy burning, I guess, Mance. And then what? Then what happens? Then what do the wildlings do after that? What happens? What does Stannis do to the wildlings? What do we gain out of this? There was a bunch of things for the wildlings to gain by you kneeling to Stannis, though. I don't know. Am I just not understanding the wildlings? But at the end of the day, like, do they want to just kill off everybody at the other side of the wall? If that's what they actually truly want, and they don't want peace, and they don't want to save themselves from the White Walkers, then I'm perfectly fine with that. They wouldn't want to have, like, lands that truly belonged to them. Do they not care for that at all? Is it just their way or no way? This is what I'm saying about Stannis. This is what he's gonna go around and start doing. burning off all these false kings. And I'm rooting for it. I don't care.
I wish you good fortune in the wars to come.
Come on, man. Look at that woman smiling. Goodness. Is she gonna change his mind before the fire reaches him? She's fucking smiling, bro. John? That's why I stand the best fucking characters, bro. I stand the best characters. Jon Snow is too good of a freaking dude. Now let's see what happens if he gets on Stannis's and the Red Woman's bad side. At the end of the day, they did burn him. Technically not alive, but they did burn him. So I guess that still counts. Or do they need to hear them scream and see their suffering? I didn't agree with Mance at all. At all. To me, at all. No, I didn't agree with him at all. I don't know. Call me like a south of the wall propagandist, but like that sounded like a great deal to me. And again, I may be completely wrong in what the wildlings actually wanted from this war. If they didn't want protection from the White Walkers, if they didn't care about that and they just wanted revenge and to kill off the folks from the other side of the wall, then I guess I can see why Mance took the stance that he did. If he respected those wishes of theirs. But he, when Jon Snow was there, was willing to negotiate. He was willing to negotiate with Jon Snow and to keep everybody alive. But now he was like, I will not kneel. So at the end of the day, to me, it had to do with pride. It had to do with pride. He cared for what the wildlings would think about him, instead of thinking of what the actual best solution for those people would be at the end of the day, which it would be being protected from what is coming, and they know what's coming. They are aware of the White Walkers, they know they're coming, they know that winter is coming. Why not preserve the best future for your people? That's what you're supposed to do as their leader. Even if to their minds you're making a decision that is wrong, in your mind you need to be strong enough to know that you're taking a decision that is going to be in the future better for them. And like at the end of the day, like what will the wildlings do now? What happens to the wildlings now? Is Stannis not still gonna force them to fight for him? Because I feel like this is where it's going. It was gonna be a yes either way, whether Mance died or stayed alive. I feel like Stannis is still gonna try and force them to go to war for him, because he needs all the men he can get. And like, do they have an option? But I guess we'll see. Let's talk about the most important part of this episode, which is Tyrion and Dany, bro. I'm gonna get Tyrion and Daenerys together in Game of Thrones. I'm gonna faint. First scene where they interact is gonna be the pinnacle of the show for me. They could literally just say hello and like, or they could just be eating or whatever, and it will be the best scene of the show for me. It's just, I can't believe, I actually really thought that like there's bigger possibility for Arya and Daenerys to like meet than Tyrion and Daenerys. But then, the beginning when they first started the episode and I saw Tyrion on Pentos, I was like, yes, there is something here. And then that conversation when he was talking to Varys, yes, give me Daenerys and Tyrion. They're gonna connect so hard on morality. They're gonna connect on morality. I hope Dany doesn't harbor hateful feelings towards Tyrion because he's a Lannister and what the Lannisters technically did to the Targaryens. I hope that doesn't happen. I'm sure there will be some animosity at first, but like the minute they start talking, it's gonna be like, oh, you are smart as I am smart. You're empathetic as I am empathetic. You can be harsh and ruthless the same way that I am, and it's not coming from an actual malicious place. never that. It's just that they're both capable of getting there when it's needed of them, or when they feel like it's needed. They're gonna be like, oh my god. We had that scene with the Unsullied and that whole thing, which was at the same time like sad, heartwarming, and then immediately after it was like, what the fuck, they just murdered that man. The deal with that, I think, was, and why they go to the brothels, is to feel like that warmth, that touch of love, you know, that they've been deprived of, I feel like, all their lives. Maybe they're not capable of doing all the other things that men would be doing at brothels, but like they can still at least get some of that connection, you know. That was a small moment, but I feel like they showed it very well. For a second I really got scared that they recast Mr. Worm. Thank God that they didn't. Cersei apparently has found out that Jaime freed Tyrion. How did she find out about that? Did everybody find out? Does everybody know now? Does only Cersei know? Did Jaime tell her? That intro with young Cersei, haven't quite pieced together yet what its importance was. Cause like we haven't had flashbacks really in this show. I feel like we really haven't had flashbacks. That was like the first flashback that we had of previous events. They described what happens pretty clearly. You know, she married the king. She had 3 children with her brother, had none with the king, that's fact. And apparently Robert had like 20 bastards or whatever. We might be getting some more flashbacks with mini Cersei now that they found an actress that looks very similar to her. And that will be interesting. I'd like to see flashbacks implemented on Game of Thrones, I think. Feel like those could work if done right. But yeah, the King's Landing was just the aftermath of Tywin's death, I guess. Even just a little glimpse of it. We were at his funeral. People were sending their condolences. I really don't know what Lancel Lannister, what that thing was. He subscribed to the Seven or whatever. Did he join a cult or did he become a monk? Which is it? Like, he seemed pretty weird. And Cersei likes weird, so I guess they can work out. What else major happened this episode? Oh, we had the thing with Sansa and Baelish going somewhere. Is Baelish and Sansa going across the sea as well? No, they said they were going west. What's west? What is west from the Eyrie though? They're going somewhere that Cersei will not be able to get here. Where is that? Where are they going? This is my thing. Where are they going? But Sansa's looking like an evil witch again, dressed in all black. But we didn't get too much of Baelish and Sansa. We saw a little bit of young Robin training, and he wasn't doing well at it. No surprise there. We saw Jon Snow training with the kid that killed Ygritte. I would not be as kind as he was to that child. I'm sorry. I mean, I tried to, but I feel like my feelings and emotions would get the better of me eventually. Find somebody else to train him, for real. I'm not gonna be subjugated to... every time I see his face, I'm thinking of that stupid note that he gave me while he murdered the love of my life, and it's like, it's too much for me. And we had that scene with Dany and the dragons. I'm jumping all over the place, but this episode kind of did the same thing. So the dragons have grown. We don't know where Drogon is, and Dany seems like she feels like she can't control them. But like I was saying, they can't burn you, Daenerys. I mean, of course, she could be scared. They can hurt her in other ways. They can bite her. They can like hit her, I guess. But they can't burn you. We've kind of established that Daenerys doesn't burn. So like, you don't really need to be running from the fire. Literally and metaphorically. You just need to assert your dominance again. Your ancestors did it. You can do it. You are the dragon. It wasn't your brother. You are the dragon. Your brother should have been scared. You shouldn't be scared of your children, Daenerys. You need to like, you need to tame them again. And you have the capabilities of doing it. They can't burn you. You are their weakness. You can combat the flames, Daenerys. But they both seem to be quite large. So I guess some time did pass. I'm sure that Tyrion is gonna give her the confidence they still need when they meet. Tyrion is gonna be what I would be if I was with Daenerys, you know? I'm channeling myself to Tyrion. He's gonna give her some tricks. He's gonna give her his wisdom. Tyrion and Daenerys together is such a power. I'm not gonna say power couple, because I don't see that in the horizon. She seemed to be pretty good with Dario, but they are gonna be such a. I'm gonna say power couple, but I don't mean it in like they're gonna be together. But they're gonna be a power couple, you know. Like if you combine Daenerys and Tyrion, you get literally the perfect ruler. Am I wrong in saying this? Am I incredibly biased in saying this? I feel like if you combine Dany and Tyrion, it's just like a match made in heaven for anybody that they would be ruling over. It just makes sense. So I feel like Tyrion is gonna go there. They're gonna meet, and he's gonna help Daenerys, you know, reach another level of greatness. They're gonna be great. Greatness. I said it. All I'm saying is the scene where Dany and Tyrion interact, I might freak out. I might legitimately just lose my mind. I lost my mind at the possibility of them discussing it. I'm gonna be like a kid at Comic-Con. It's gonna be my Avengers, you know. It's gonna be so good. But this was a solid opening episode for season 5. I didn't see any of Arya, which was disappointing. I got the information that it's gonna keep me like going, which is that Dany and Tyrion are gonna meet. This is all I need. This is all I need from the show at this moment. So I'm happy. But thank you so much, guys, for joining me in another episode, and I'll see you all in episode 2. Have a good one, guys.